Okay, here we are where we left off in the earlier part of this tutorial. I've erased the guidelines to make it a little more clear what's going on. And the next thing that we need to do is to turn each of these pieces into a component. So if I take my select tool and draw a rectangle around that first side, I can make a component and name it long side, create, and then I can highlight this one. Now notice I just missed this corner, so not everything is highlighted. I need to do that again with a slightly larger rectangle so that I highlight absolutely everything has to be in that rectangle. And I can make a component, call it short side, and last but not least I'll highlight the bottom, make a component, and call it bottom. Okay. If I highlight both of these components at the same time, I can use Command C to copy and Command V to paste it, and I'll paste it just behind. This is actually behind. You can see it's getting smaller and larger. It's behind the other two. And now I'm ready to go to a top view. So Command 1 is the top view, or you can go to Camera, Standard Views, Top View. I need to two-finger scroll out a little bit. I need to move that down just a bit so I can see what's going on. And I will select the base and use my Move tool just to move that out of the way a little bit. The next thing I want to do is to take this short side, swing it around, and put it together with a long side. So I need to select it. I need to use my Rotate tool up here. Now this is a new tool. It's very difficult to use. Click on the Rotate tool. You'll get this protractor image. You need to place it on the top face, on the face of the component. Click once, then scroll straight down so you're in the green axis. See that dotted green line? Click again, then scroll left or right to swing it around. You notice it pivots around that first point. Pivot until it clicks into place on the red axis. Now you've rotated it 90 degrees and click one last time to place it there. Go up to the Move tool, use the outside corner as a guide point and snap it into place. We'll do the same thing. We'll select the other short side component. We'll use the Rotate tool. You don't want it on the front face. You want it on the top face or edge is fine, but you need to be on the top. Click once, slide down, click again, swing it left or right until it's the orientation that you want, locks into place on that red axis. Click a third time. Now use the Move tool, select a corner that will correspond or line up with where you want it to fall into place, and let up. Now before I put this third side on, I want to go ahead and place the bottom of the box while I can still see what's going on. So I am going to orbit just a little bit until I can see the front of this box. And I'm focusing on this point right here. This is the point that I care about. So I will select the bottom. I'll grab the Move tool. And this corner right here, the top right-hand corner, is going to slide and fit right into that spot. So it snaps right into place in the groove there, and then let up. Okay, if I go back to a top view with Command 1, I can select the final side, use the Rotate tool on the top face to swing it all the way around until it locks into place that way. Click one more time. Using the Move tool, take a corner and lock it into place. Alright, now I'm ready to add my keys. So I want a right-hand view. So Camera, Standard Views. The right-hand view is Command 6. There we go. Now remember that previously we had already made the keys into a component, so I can select all of them at once. If I hold the Shift key down, I can add another selection to that by clicking over here. I now have both of these selected. I can copy, Command C, and paste, Command V. I'm going to paste them over here, but I need to get them lined up. So I'm going to come over and get a reference point right there at that end point in the component. And then by sliding it straight to the right, I should have a dotted green line there. I lost it. I have to do it one more time. There it is. And place it. Not quite on the edge, I don't think. Let's see. Oh, you can see that I wasn't on the corner. So what I need to do is take that. I want to highlight them both at the same time. Use my move tool. I'm going to take that bottom corner. Just move it straight in until it's on the corner. There we go. Okay, let's go around to the left side, which I believe is Command 5. Now we're on the left-hand side. And let's select that and that. We will Command C to copy and Command V to paste. And let's see if we can place them a little bit better this time. Right on. Straight over. There we go. On the edge. And if we rotate a bit, you can see, yes, we do in fact have them in the right place. All right, before we go any further, I'm going to get rid of our old box that we drew here. I'm going to select the entire thing and delete it. A little bit more to delete here. Let's just select that and delete. And I will go back with Command 5 to this view. Command 6. There we go. Rotating it a little bit until I have the view that I want. I have that same box, except now if I were to click on a side and move it, I open up that side. And maybe I want to open up this side as well. I have to select it first. Select, move tool, open that up a little bit. And maybe I want to move these keys out of there a little bit as well. So select the keys, move tool, bring those out a little bit. Maybe out here somewhere. That gives me a pretty good idea of how the box is put together. And last but not least, I might want to add some dimensions to my box. In order to do that, I need to use this dimension tool right here, dimensions. And I can click on one corner, come over to the other corner, click, come away to place the dimension, and click. And click, click, drag, and click. And if I want my height, be 2.5. Notice by moving around a little bit, I can get it in different planes. I think I like that plane best. And I might want to know the distance between each of these. So if I went from the top to the bottom, that's a 1/2 inch. Put it somewhere where I can read it. They're each a 1/2 inch. I don't like that. I want to put those keys into one of the components. So I'm going to come back and highlight the keys. And notice when I move them, when I put them back where they belong over here, the 1/2 inch moves with them. There we go. And let's see if we can place a 1/2-inch guideline here. There's our 1/2-inch guideline. So if I come back to the move tool, I should be able to get this corner, move it back down to that intersection. There we go. And that allows me to go back to my dimension tool and go from the top to there as also a 1/2-inch. And then if I do away with the guideline, and I can orbit just a little bit till I see everything the way I like it. I might want to know one last dimension would be the size of my base. 2.5 by 4.5 for the base. Now I have all the information that I need to construct this box in one view. I think that the last thing I'm going to do is just highlight, shift and click to highlight both of those at the same time, use my move tool, and just bring that out a little bit more. That's good. Now I can see everything very clearly. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of my axes, save the box tutorial, and last but not least, I could print this. And this gives you an idea of what the print would look like. I think that I would like to remember our center. I can zoom in just a bit and now print it. There, that would give me a very nice drawing to use as I constructed this box.